You good, fam? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. Welcome to Breland's Books, and today is Monday, and it should be Manuscript Monday, but there's not much to report with my writing. I've been writing, not as much as I should be. I'm a little bit behind. It's okay, I'll catch up. But okay, if you hear weird noises, Singer is chewing on a bone, like right below me, so I'm sorry if that sounds really weird, but she's chewing on a toy, so I'm sorry. There's not a lot to report with the Manuscript Monday stuff. I've just been writing, no major changes or anything like that, so I'm probably going to wait till next week to do an actual one where I'll talk about what I've written, because hopefully I'll have more things to say. I am so sorry that I didn't post a video on Friday. I filmed one and then I went to edit it and I just really didn't like it, and then I got roped into some family stuff and a family dinner, so I didn't have time to film another one, so I'm really, really sorry. Do it real fit. I can film a new one. What? Today is Sunday. I'm filming this on Sunday, and I was getting ready this morning. I woke up early, so I'd have plenty of time to do my makeup because I wanted to do wings, and Lord knows it takes forever, but I was like, nope, it'll be fine. It'll be good. I'll have plenty of time to do my makeup. I'll be able to relax. I'll be able to fix my nail polish, which I didn't do, so it still looks awful around the edges. You can't see it, but it looks bad. And then I was like, I'll have plenty of time. I can actually eat breakfast maybe, because I almost never have time on Sunday mornings to eat breakfast. But you know what I forgot in all my lounging about and enjoying my morning? I didn't put on mascara. I went out of my house with a full face of makeup on and no mascara, and I felt so naked when I realized it in the car, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know that it's ridiculous, but it's just one of those things that makes me feel like off balance. It's the same thing like if I leave my house without a book. I just feel off. You know, and it's not like I can leave my house without makeup, that's fine. But if I have my makeup done and like I miss one step, then I just feel completely ridiculous. Even though everyone was like, okay, we can't even notice. I'm like, I know though. So it bothers me. And I don't wear makeup for other people, so I don't really care if you can notice, but I know. It's a whole... Anyways, what is on these pants? It's only the second time I've worn these. These cannot be dirty. Today I'm going to be doing books that I really want prequels for. I saw Jessie the Reader did a video just like a lot like this just last week, I think, and I was just like, hey, I love prequel series and I want so many more authors to do them. Part of why I love Cassandra Clare books is because we've gotten such an in-depth look at the world, because we've seen multiple viewpoints and all those things. Hello, Singer Paige, come here. So today I have a list of a few, how many? I have 5 books of ones that I really want prequels for, and I'll explain a little bit the different types of prequels that I would want from each of them. But yeah, let's just get right on into the video. Singer, I swear if you go bark at that noise you just heard, I will lose it. What? Crazy. Crazy. Woo! What just happened? Pull it together. The first book that I have for you guys today is The Siren by Kiera Cass. I loved this book. It was really cute. Well, not cute, but it was really well written, and it was a really interesting story and a cool world. And in this, sirens are slaves to the ocean, and there are people who were gonna die at sea, and the ocean saves them, but they have to be a siren for 100 years, and then she erases their memories and lets them go and live a happy life. And they can agree or they can disagree and die. But most, like, these girls agree, and their job is, whenever there's a shipwreck or something, they have to go and claim people for the ocean so that the ocean can, like, live. And it's super weird, and, like, the ocean is really ambiguous. And I don't want a prequel about this character, because before this story, she's just a very obedient siren. But I would really like to know about other sirens. So a prequel where it's just more about different sirens who were slaves to the ocean. None of these I think are realistic. It's just what I want, okay? Let me want things. I put all the books behind me so they were easy, but then I have to contort my body to get to it. The next one that I have for you guys on my list today is the Delirium trilogy. I don't have the first one because my mom's borrowing it right now, but I have Pandemonium for you. And I would like a prequel about Lena's mom. Maybe a novella about Alex. So maybe just a novella bind up of different side character story, like more about Raven. Oh, Raven. And just, yes, now that I think about it, no, I don't want a whole bind up dedicated to Lena's mom. I want one novella about her, one about Alex's past, one about Raven's past, Tack's past, all those side characters that are very ambiguous. I would love novellas about them, especially Raven, because yes. Yes. Or a different route, a whole like new storyline and set with new characters from when they were first when they first classified love as a disease. I would love to know what the world looked like when that, like, how could the world be so twisted that that's what we say is the disease? Like, I think that would be cool. Or a series that comes later and like kind of what happens to the world after. Not with Lena as the protagonist, but like a young person or an old person, I don't really care, who's feeling the effects of what Lena and the other rebellion did, and just to know what comes next, but not necessarily what comes next for the characters, because I feel like their stories wrapped up very nicely, but I would love to know what comes next for the society as a whole. The next one that I have for you guys today is one that I pretty think. I don't ugly think. I pretty think. The next one that I have for you guys is a very common one, and it is Harry Potter. And Jesse the Reader on his video talked about how he mainly wants a series about the Marauders, but at the same time he's a little afraid for it. Like, if it happened, he'd be a little afraid. And even though I think that'd be very interesting and definitely worth a read, I would rather have a whole new cast of characters. Maybe like they're older or younger, maybe it's at a different school. Maybe we could see, you know, one set at the American school, that name I can't pronounce, I can't do it. Or another one of the other schools, because we know there's more than one wizarding school, so I think that could be cool. I love the world that she created, and I think part of the problem, because I read Cursed Child, and it wasn't my favorite just because of the way some of the characters behaved. The plot was weird, but I wasn't against it necessarily. I thought the premise was cool. There were some plot holes and stuff that I'm a little disappointed in, but most of the characters didn't seem like who I expected them to be. But I do think that bringing in a whole new cast of characters would allow J.K. Rowling to create, I just think it'd be cool for her to create a new cast of characters. I really like the world, the wizarding world. So I think anything where we get to see more of that would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Raise the roof! You're welcome. Camera, self, people. Moving on. The next book that I have for you guys today is The Fifth Wave, but I'm gonna say words about stuff. Wow, I'm doing so good today. So with The Fifth Wave, as far as the prequel goes, I think I've said before that I want one. I would like, again, a novella bind-up of stories of novellas. That's why they're called novella bind-ups, Brianna. Gosh. I would think stories where about the rest of the squadron, platoon, I don't know what they're called, the other people, the side characters, because Cassie talks a lot about who she was before, and she kind of vaguely talks about who Ben was, and we get vague things from people who narrate chapters, but I would love to know a lot more about all of them in full detail in novellas. So not full detail, but I would like to know who they were before, especially Ben, because we get a lot of what we see of Ben from before is through Cassie's point of view, and she had like blinders on when it came to him. She was just like, I love him, he's amazing, yes, I hope he loves me someday, blah, blah, blah. She viewed him the way that a lot of people view a crush, where even if they see their faults, they don't really get them, or they don't embrace him as fully, because she didn't really know him. So I would love to get to see more of who Ben was before, more of who I'm sorry. I would love to see more of who everyone was before. I just think that would be really cool and very different from the 5th wave. So I don't know if anyone but me would read it, but I would. Yeah. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty baby. You're so big. When we got Singer Paige, it's you. She was the size of a potato. Look at this beast. Look at her. I love you. I love you. Goodbye. I've got one more for you guys today, and it is the selection. I really like Kira Cast. I adore the selection. I adore America's Singer. I adore the continuation now that we got. But I think that and I know that there are some novellas. I know that. I haven't read them yet, but I know that they exist. But I would love... Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? I know what's wrong with me. I'm dehydrated. I need to drink more water. And not energy drinks. What was I saying? Novella. I would love to see prequels in this world before, like, when the for the first ever selection. That would be super cool. The first ever selection. Did The Bachelor exist at some point in this universe? Because was someone just like, this is The Bachelor? Like, was there that one person? Or was the person who came up with it just like, I love The Bachelor. It's the perfect way to find love. So they just did it? Like, how did that become a thing? I wasn't entirely sure of what I would want if I was going to get a prequel from, like, way before. But now I know. I would want the first selection. Or, like, the second or third or whatever. Because we got, like, the first selection with a female. But I would love first ever selection. What happened? What went down? I would want it... I think I would want it from the perspective of the runner-up. That. Ooh, yes, that is what I want. I want a novella in the same world as the selection about the first ever selection, and the main character is the runner-up. Yes! Because just, like, we've gotten the selection trilogy. Spoiler alert! America's point of view, and she, like, won the selection because her and Maxon end up together. Spoiler if you ain't read it. I'm sorry, fam. And then we got the other two that were from where the protagonist and the narrator was the person leading the selection, but I would love to see it through the perspective of the runner-up. Yes, I do watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I'm watching Nick Viall's season right now. Oh, it could be like that one season. Oh my goodness. It could be like that one season of The Bachelor where the guy picked a girl, but then on the, like, after the rose thing, he broke up with that girl on national television and chose the other girl. Like, oh. Oh. Or it could be something completely not based on The Bachelor. I like The Bachelor, okay? Don't judge me. It's super interesting. So that is all that I have for you guys today. 5 books that I would want kind of prequels for. I think most of them, I don't even want the same characters. The only one that I wanted a prequel for was the 5th wave. The rest of them, it's like I want the same universe, just more of it in different. Yeah. Whenever I hear the worker, or people do that, or I do that, because I awkwardly do it a lot, it just makes me think of Hannah Montana. I'm the man who had the cheese. I'm the man who had the jerky. We put it both together and do it really worky. Cheese, jerky. Say what? Say what? Cheese, jerky. Say what? Say what? And it's all frickin' fresh. Word. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all on Wednesday for Top 5 Wednesday. Have a good couple of days and read a good book and cuddle with a puppy. Mwah!